Hi, I'm Jim Gray with Fast Growth Coach, and I want to go over one of the biggest lies that as real estate agents we fall for every time. I've fallen for it. I'm sure you have fallen for it. Have you ever heard this lie? You ever heard this lie? It goes something like this. Why, yes, we'll buy as soon as we find the perfect house. There is so much wrong with that statement. Yes, we'll buy as soon as we find the perfect house. Let me ask you something. Is there such thing as the perfect house? Now look, people, they do mean this, but they don't quite understand the full implications of it. And we as agents many times just simply take it at face value. We go, great, all I gotta do is find you a house and you're gonna buy it. Oh my, how many of you have been talking with other agents, go, yeah, well, you know, these people will buy as soon as they find the perfect house, and we've been looking for about a year. I'm sorry, you've been looking for a year and they haven't bought? Are they buyers, or are they just folks that like to hang out with you in houses they don't own? Ugh. Can you tell? I know. So look, I want to help you with this. I want to help you get to the bottom of this. As real estate agents, there's a little principle. This is an old Keller Williams principle, but I love it. Logic makes people think, but it's emotion that makes people act. And what we need in our business is we need thinking, yes, but we need action to match the thinking. And as agents, many times we get all wrapped up in the logic and we forget that really people buy and sell based on very, very basic emotions. And if we are not, as the agent, very clear on what those emotions are, then it will impact the process for sure. As in, you may be shopping forever. All right, now look, we hear a lot about this. Timing and motivation, right? We really focus on, oh yeah, they really want to buy. Remember, they're fully qualified. They have lots of money, and they said, boy, as soon as the right house appears, they're going to buy it. Aren't they motivated? Maybe. Here's what I would say. Forget motivation. Forget it. Focus on timing. Focus on timing. People who want to buy, that's great. Here's the question. Buy when? Buy when? That's the thing. Timing will actually better clarify the degree of motivation, right? So they've got a great story and you're very invested in the story. And by the way, the story is true, probably. But here's the thing. What's the timing? By when do you have to buy or sell this property? Okay, there is a very, very great little rubric here that will help you get to the bottom of timing. People move for one of three reasons, right? And you want to locate all of your buyers and sellers in one of these quadrants. Are they in positive present, negative present, positive future, or negative future? The thing you should know that is people who are positive present, meaning they're good right now. I mean, they may not love what's going on right now, and they would prefer to buy something or sell, but you know, they're doing okay. People in positive present do not take action. Remember, people only move toward pleasure or away from pain. Toward pleasure or away from pain. And if the pain is not great enough or the pleasure is not compelling enough, people will not take action. So it is very common, I've done it myself, that we spend a lot of time trying to get people to buy something who are in positive present. Then there's negative present. What this means is the people you're working with, are they in some pain right now that they are trying to alleviate, and that the purchase of a house will alleviate that. There's a baby on the way. The last kid is graduating college. You know, we need to get on one floor. We want to downsize. We want to upsize. We want to leave town. We want to buy a second home. All of these are positive. These are possible emotional reasons that right now they want to solve this problem because it's negative for them. Or is there some positive future they want to get to, right? By buying, this is what we get. We get a yard and we can have a dog. We can't have a dog right now, negative present, but if we buy with a yard, we can get a dog, positive future. And I grew up with a dog and I haven't had a dog and I really want one. You follow me? You follow me? And then negative future. Many times, and this is big, you guys, there's a negative future that people want to avoid. I'll tell you, in the customers that I worked with primarily, I had a lot of elderly folks that were concerned about staying over long in a multi-story house. And they knew that they had a window of time to make a move. Well, they had enough strength and mental faculties to make that happen. They didn't want to get caught in a house that they couldn't afford and couldn't live safely in, and then suddenly all the decisions that they wanted to make themselves, they had to give those decisions away to someone else. You follow me? That kind of situation, avoiding that sort of negative future and the emotion attached to that, that's what makes people act, right? So we can talk about the market all we want. We can talk about interest rates up or down, monthly payments. We can talk about all this logical stuff. And have you ever had this happen where people nod their head at you and they're going, oh yeah, you're absolutely right, and they still don't take action? That's because either A, they are too much in positive present, or B, perhaps you've not uncovered which quadrant they're in. So remember, my friends, logic makes people think. It's emotion that makes people act. You want to figure out where they are, which quadrant are they in, and then keep referring to that. Now, I want to give you a little script. And the script goes like this. If you've got a buyer right now who you've been shopping with for a while, and they've told you they're qualified, they're excited, and they've said, boy, as soon as we find the perfect house, we'll buy it. I encourage you to test this out. When you are with them next time, ask them this question. Would it be okay if you were still shopping for this house a year from now? Would that be okay? Ask it just like that. Don't lead them. Just ask them, would it be okay? Would it be okay if the perfect house didn't appear? If it took us about a year to find it, would that be okay? And if they say, yeah, then what you know is they may be qualified, they may be excited, but they could take easily a year or more to find that house. They are too much in positive present. By the way, if they say, yeah, or let's put it this way, would it be okay if that house didn't appear for a year? Would that be okay? And they go, oh, no, that would be bad. You could ask, tell me more about that. And then they go into the story. Now you're starting to locate them in a quadrant. But don't give up. You could say, okay, got it. Is it okay if we're still kind of looking maybe, say, 6 months from now? And if they say, yeah, look, we're not in a huge hurry. That we could make that work. Then here's what you know. If you want somebody to make a $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 or more buying decision or selling decision, they have got to be all in, and it's timing, right, that is going to leave you. So I invite you, with all of your buyers, ask them, would it be okay if, fill in the timeline, see what they say, and find out who's ready to go today, who's ready to go in the near term, and then who is a little further out than maybe you imagine. I hope you find that helpful. Hang around the channel, and there'll be much more of this coming.